The mystery machine rumbled down the dark gravel road. The rough route was a far cry from smooth city roads. The van's headlights watched over various crops as the vehicle traveled through the farm country. "Are you sure this is the way?" Fred asked as he drove. "That's what the map says," Daphne replied as she studied her phone. "We're on the right road, just south of Gotham City." "Did your friend say how his farm was haunted?" Velma asked. Fred shook his head. "No, he didn't. Kevin just said to that here creek." Tut, tut, tut. The sound of the chattering teeth came from the back of the van. Velma glanced over her shoulder. "Come on, you guys. You can't be scared already." Shaggy and Scooby-Doo bounced up and down. "Like we're not scared," Shaggy replied. "It's the bumpy ride." "Yeah," Scooby agreed. The van rattled farther down the road until a mailbox came into view. "Turn here," Daphne instructed. Fred turned down the dark driveway. He drove until the headlights lit up a small farmhouse, barn, and a fenced area full of cows and horses. The mystery machine stopped in front of the house, and everyone got out. Fred led the way to the front door. "This doesn't look so spooky," Shaggy said. Fred was about to knock when he saw a note on the door. He pulled it down and read. "Dear Fred," he read aloud, "thanks for coming so quickly, but I just couldn't stay any longer. Let me know when you find out what's haunting my farm." As if on cue, a creepy fog blew in from the nearby woods. It snaked around the farmhouse and a mystery ink drank. "Like that raises the spooky factor," Shaggy said with a shiver. "Maybe Scoop and I will just wait inside the mystery machine." "Uh-huh," Scooby-Doo agreed and began to shake as well. Fred kept reading the note. "There is plenty of food inside, so stay as long as you need. Thanks again, Kevin." Shaggy pushed past the others and opened the door. "On second thoughts, what's so creepy about a little fog, huh?" "Nothing at all," Scooby answered as he followed Shaggy inside. The two friends walked into the house, heading straight for the kitchen. "Come on, Scoob," Shaggy said. "I'm in the mood for a great big giant bat." "A what?" Scooby-Doo asked. Shaggy was scared stiff as he pointed towards the kitchen. "A bat." A giant bat flapped its leathery wings as it hovered between them and the kitchen. Scooby jumped into Shaggy's arms. Shaggy ran back through the house and out of the front door. The rest of the gang still stood on the porch. "A bat," Shaggy shouted. "A giant bat." "A rat, a rat," Scooby shouted. "Well, which is it?" Velma asked. "A bat or a rat?" "Tut, tut, tut." Shaggy's teeth chattered from fear this time. "A bat, a giant bat." "Rats. What I said," Scooby added. "A rat." "Really, guys?" Daphne asked. "Our mysteries don't usually ramp up this fast." "Let's check it out," Fred said as he led the way into the house. Daphne and Velma rushed in after him. "We'll just wait outside where it's safe," Shaggy called after them. He glanced around. Even the creepy fog has cleared out. Bam, bam, bam. Shaggy and Scooby-Doo listened as sounds of a struggle echoed from inside the house. They paced back and forth nervously. You know, Scrooge, like real friends would go in there and help out, Shaggy said. Yeah, Scooby nodded and then glanced around. Where do we find some? Bam, bam, crash. More noises came from inside the house. Shaggy gulped. Alright, buddy, it's up to you and me to save the day. Scooby-Doo gulped. Okay. As Shaggy reached a trembling hand towards the doorknob, the door suddenly swung open. We got it, Fred announced. Daphne held up a glass jar. Is this your giant bat? A small bat fluttered around inside the jar. Shaggy laughed nervously, like it seemed a lot bigger a minute ago. Rare, Scooby agreed. Velma aimed her torch at the jar. Maybe you just saw it up close. No way, Shaggy spread his arms wide. This thing was huge, like the granddaddy of all bats. Scooby-Doo spread his arms wide too. Rude. Fred rolled his eyes. Whatever you say, guys. Hey, Velma, still holding up the jar. Daphne nodded towards the sky. Look at your torch beam. As Velma aimed her torch at the bat, parts of the beam shot past the jar and stopped on the clouds above. It made a bright circle with the shadow of the bat inside. Hey, that looks like a bat signal, Velma said. Like you shouldn't do that so close to Gotham City, Shaggy warned. You might call Batman here. Scooby giggled as he snatched the torch from Velma's hand and aimed it at himself. He pointed his ears right up and made a serious face. His shadow looked like a crime fighter's shadow. Rude, I'm Redman. That's Batman, said a deep voice beside them. Everyone jumped when they realized that the real Cape Crusader now stood on the porch with them. Daphne laughed nervously. Sorry about the bat signal. She removed the jar's lid and the bat fluttered away. That was an accident. Velma put her hands behind her back and rocked on her feet. But there's supposed to be a mystery here. We could use the help of the world's greatest detective. Fred pointed towards the Gotham City skyline. I'm sure Batman has bigger mysteries to solve than some haunted farm. Batman's lips tightened. Yes, I do. He stepped off the porch and marched towards the Batmobile, now parked beside the mystery machine. Just then the creepy fog returned. The thick haze swept through the farm, making it difficult to see the nearby barn or animals. Grrr. A deep growl came from the fog-covered fields area. Batman stopped in his tracks and spun towards the menacing sound. Knock, 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 knock. That sound came from the porch. It was Shaggy's knee knocking together from fright. Like, what was that creepy noise? Crack. Splinters flew everywhere as two creatures burst from the field and ran out of the fog. The beasts had muscular human bodies, but animal heads. One had a horse head, and the other was a bull, complete with long sharp horns. The bull monster charged at Batman while the horse creature launched itself at the Mystery Inc. gang.